Hello everybody, it's time for another Hyperdrive Inn Devlog episode. We are so close to the finish line that I can almost taste it, and we have been extremely busy once again, so I can't wait to show you guys what we have been up to. So, let's get going. The second ending is now a wrap, so basically the only thing left to do is the epic conclusion. It's crazy to think that sometime next week the biggest chunks of content are in place. It's been an insane couple of months, and I sure am happy to be done with this phase of the development. This week I decided to make a rather large change to the user interface of the game. I thought about it for a long time, and luckily the implementation was a rather easy task. If you have played the demo, you notice that all the items in the inventory are used automatically, which in a sense eliminates one of the key characteristics of an adventure game. Inventory puzzles are a very common thing in adventure games where you need to figure out what items are used to which hotspots. Initially, I thought this would be boring, but it turns out you actually can design good inventory puzzles. All I needed now was a way to have them in my game too. In my original approach, inventory was somewhat of a decorative thing, because you only use it for examining items. If you activate a hotspot with a correct item in the inventory, it's detected automatically and a correct interaction is executed. While this makes gameplay very streamlined, it also basically eliminates the need for items. I'm against the most tedious inventory puzzles where you need to use everything on everything in order to advance, but I do like the idea that you have to figure out which items to use. In the revised user interface, you have to open the inventory when you're inside a hotspot's collider and select the item to be used. This approach works extremely well, and rigging it like this didn't require adding more buttons. Everything works with the current control layout, and the core functions remain logical and essentially the same. Making these kinds of changes in this stage of the development is stupid, and I would strongly advise against them. There's always a big risk of breaking things, but fortunately adventure games rely heavily on scripted content, so this shouldn't be that big of a problem. Of course, there's quite a lot of gameplay related stuff that needs to be reworked, but this can be done while debugging. Majority of the interactions need to be rewired for this new system, but basically everything is already in place. It's just in the wrong places. I really think this is worth the effort though, as it does add depth to the game. Like I've mentioned in the previous devlogs, I'm using a Unity asset called Adventure Creator in making Hyperdrive Inn. This is a true powerhouse for point-and-click adventure games, and I really have to compliment the tech support. Chris Burton, author of the asset, provided an extremely easy solution for my user interface problem, which really saved me a ton of time. If you're considering making an adventure game, I can wholeheartedly recommend Adventure Creator. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing for this channel. It would mean a lot. And Hyperdrive Inn is already on Steam, so you can go ahead and wishlist the game right now. The launch is set for October, but we already have a playable demo, so you can visit the Infinite Hotel well beforehand. All the relevant links can be found in the description. But that's all for today. Happy Easter to everyone. I see you guys again next week, but until then, bye bye.